At first I was afraid. I was petrified. You know those words. You've screamed them in your car, whispered them through tears, danced to them when life finally turned around. I Will Survive isn't just a song. It's a battle cry that has saved millions of broken hearts. But the woman who gave it voice, she had to survive first, literally. This is the true story of Gloria Gaynor, and the night everything fell apart, so the greatest comeback anthem of all time could be born.
Strings hum, the air gets heavy, my chest swells wide. Violin weeps, tears leak, the heart can't hide. Piano keys drop soft like whispers in the rain. Each note a fingerprint, touching joy and pain. Melody dances, a shadow on the wall. It lifts, it crashes, it answers the call. Bassline creeps in, shakes the ground beneath. Heartbeat syncs up, can't help but breathe.
Music talks, no words to define. A mirror, a ladder, a spark in the mind. It makes us laugh, it makes us cry. Music, the wings that help us fly.
Gloria Gaynor was born Gloria Fowles on the 7th of September, 1943 in Newark, New Jersey. Music was the heartbeat of her childhood. A house full of brothers who sang gospel, a mother who played piano in church, a father who strummed guitar and ukulele Sunday mornings felt like a concert. But money was scarce. Their mother raised 7 kids alone, and the streets were rough. Young Gloria knew early on. Her voice was her way out. By her late teens, she was slipping into New York City clubs, absorbing soul, jazz, and gospel like oxygen. In the late 60s, she started singing with local bands, small stages, smaller checks, and collected rejection after rejection. But she never stopped knocking. 1965, she records her first single, She'll Be Sorry, as Gloria Gaynor. It disappears. More tiny labels, more forgotten songs. Columbia Records signs her in the early 70s, then drops her almost as fast. Finally, in 1973, MGM Records gives her a real shot. Her debut album, Never Can Say Goodbye, arrives in 1975. The title track, a soaring cover of the Jackson 5 hit, becomes a disco sensation. Top 10 in America, top 5 in the UK. Honeybee, Casanova Brown, the medley of Reach Out, I'll Be There. The dance floor can't get enough. Critics call her voice a force of nature. Everything is climbing, and then, in one blinding second, everything collapses. Gloria is 34, headlining the Beacon Theater in New York. Mid-performance, a spotlight flashes in her eyes. She steps back to regain balance and falls hard over a stage monitor. The impact shatters a vertebra. She wakes up in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down. Doctors warn she may never walk again. Months of surgeries, a full body cast, unbearable pain. Lying motionless, staring at the ceiling, she thinks, my career is finished. My life will never be the same. She cries, she prays, she bargains with God. And sometime during those darkest weeks, still recovering from spinal surgery, her producers send over a new demo lyric sheet. She reads the title and freezes, I Will Survive. The words feel like they were written for her, maybe even sent by God. The song wasn't written for Gloria at all. It came from 2 brilliant songwriters, Freddie Perrin and Dino Ficaris, the same guys who'd given the world Jackson 5 classics like ABC and I Want You Back when they worked at the legendary Motown Records in Detroit. After Motown let them go in the mid-70s, Dino was devastated. And he turned that pain into the words, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Dino poured his own pain into the lyrics. I'm still here, I will survive. They recorded a version with another singer and planned it as the B-side to a track called Substitute. When Gloria's label showed her the track list, I Will Survive was literally the throwaway side. She listened to the demo and nearly lost her mind. Are you crazy? This is the hit. The producer said no. She fought, she begged, she refused to back down. Finally, they gave her one day in the studio. Still wearing a back brace, barely able to stand for long, she stepped to the microphone and sang every ounce of her heartbreak and her hope. When she reached, "I will survive," her voice broke, and the control room went silent, then tearful. The song was finished. Almost no radio station wanted to touch it until a handful of club DJs accidentally or maybe divinely flipped the record over. One night at Studio 54, a DJ spins the B-side. The crowd loses it. Within weeks, America is singing along. "I Will Survive" storms to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, kicking the Bee Gees out of the top spot. #1 in the UK, Canada, Ireland, South Africa, and beyond. In 1980, it wins the very first and only Grammy ever awarded for Best Disco Recording. But the charts are just numbers. The real miracle is what the song becomes. A lifeline for the heartbroken, a rally cry for cancer warriors, a beacon in domestic violence shelters around the world. It stops being a song and starts saving lives. Listen again, really listen. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I couldn't live without you by my side. That's the moment everything you love is ripped away. But I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. That's the hospital bed at 3 a.m. when tomorrow feels impossible. But now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. That's the first step you take when you decide you're not finished. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. 6 months after doctors said she might never walk again, Gloria Gaynor walked back onto that stage. And the first song she sang, you know the answer. Today, at 82 years young, Gloria Gaynor still tours the world. She's an author, a living testimony that the song she almost didn't record was a gift straight from heaven. Every single night, somewhere on this planet, someone hears "I Will Survive" for the first time and realizes they can make it too. Because if Gloria paralyzed, counted out, written off, could stand tall, and turn those words into her reality, then so can you. You've got all your life to live. You've got all your love to give, and you will survive. If this story lifted you even an inch higher today, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs the reminder, and tell me in the comments, keep surviving beautifully. See you in the next one.